Hi guys, I'm Forster here with another video of my knife collection. So far I've covered my Spyderco sages, my most carried knives, and my traditional folders. That's 18 knives so far. But today I want to briefly cover my gentleman folders. The term gentleman folder means different things to different people. To me, a gentleman folder must meet three criteria. First, it must be small in size and easily fit in a front pocket. Two, it must be a stylish knife, although I realize that term is subjective in and of itself. And three, it must be somewhat exclusive in either price or availability. Now I'll start with an example of a couple of knives that I don't consider gentleman folders, just for comparison. And the first one is this one right here. It's my Almor Hawk. Now it's definitely small in size, but it's not particularly stylish or exclusive, so I don't consider this one of my gentleman folders. The same thing goes for this small Buck Mini Spitfire. Now I enjoy both of these knives, but they don't quite make it to the elite class of gentleman folder. So what's the best example of a gentleman folder that I've owned? Well, definitely my Chris Reeve Menundi. I regret that I sold it, but I was offered a price that I just couldn't turn down. It punched all the right buttons for me. I'll put a link to a video on my Menundi at the end of this video. So my first gentleman folder is this one on the left, and I'm sure most of you recognize it. This is my Chris Reeve Small Sebenza. It's definitely a stylish knife. Actually, I think it's gorgeous with the snakewood inlays. I'll try to give you a good shot of those. It's small in size and it can be carried either in the bottom of a front pocket or in a pocket with this pocket clip right there. And it's exclusive price-wise. Now this is the largest of my gentleman folders that I'm going to show you, but it isn't so large that it would draw attention if I used it in public. Now the second gentleman folder that I want to show you is this one right here in the sheath. It's my Klotzli Sarah. I'll set that sheath aside. It's a high quality stylish knife that was designed to ride in a pocket. It doesn't even have a pocket clip on it. Now it's slightly smaller than the Small Sebenza, and it's not going to alarm anybody if I use it in public. Its price is comparable to the Small Sebenza, but it's much harder to find in the U.S. market, so I would say it's much more exclusive. These are the two knives that are the best examples of gentleman folders that I currently own. Now, the third example of a gentleman folder that I own is in this sheath right here. Very stylish sheath. I'll set it aside. But this is my Makusta, and I still don't know how to pronounce the name, Tsuchi, I think. Makusta Tsuchi. Getting a little further afield from a traditional gentleman folder, I would say. Like the Klotzli, it doesn't come with a pocket clip, and it's meant to ride in a pocket or in the sheath. It's definitely very stylish with these Damascus steel blades, and I think this is the only knife I have that has Damascus steel. And also it's faceted Coca-Cola handles. I think that's very stylish. I would consider it readily available when I purchased it, but it was at a price point that might put off some buyers at around $130. Fourth is this knife right here, also in a nice sheath. This leather sheath, and this is my Fantoni Dweller. And it is made in Italy that you can see right there. This Fantoni Dweller is the only slip joint in this small collection of gentleman folders. Very similar to the Makusta. I love the leather sheath, and it can only be carried in the pocket. It doesn't have a pocket clip on it. The knife shape is very attractive, and I love these snakewood handle scales. Now this is the only slip joint, as I said. It's not a locking knife in this group of gentleman folders. It's made in Italy, and it might not be commonly recognized in the States. I think it has an old world quality, and it's a very unique knife. All right, the fifth and final gentleman folder that I want to show you in this small collection is my Boker Elegance. Now, this is a discontinued knife that I purchased many years ago. You've seen it numerous times on my channel. I chose it because I like its looks. It looks very elegant. It's the most carried of my gentleman folders, and I will say it's worse for wear. The thumb stud fell out one day, it came loose and fell out, I couldn't find it, and the pocket clip that attached right here broke twice. I replaced it one time but couldn't get a replacement part the second. Also, this push button detent right here is worn, and it has very poor detention in my pocket and risks cutting my finger when I take it out of my pocket. So I don't carry it for that reason. But I do love the design and the stylish look of this knife. With its blade shape, it almost has a scalpel-like appearance to me. It's the least expensive of my gentleman folders at around $50. And if it wasn't discontinued, I'd buy it all over again. So there you have my 5 gentleman folders, 6 if you count my Menundi. That's a total of 24 knives that I've reviewed with you so far. Comment below if you would on your favorite gentleman folder, and how do your criteria for gentleman folders differ from mine. Y'all take care.